The SEC is controlling the global crypto market. You want to argue with me? You better bring facts because you know I am. We're also going to talk about a crypto company out there announcing some results, and they're not good, but this has to do with expectations and reality. We're also going to hit up some XLM and XDC price talk, along with a question that's on the whiteboard. You got 10,000 right now. You putting it in XDC, XLM, or are you not putting it in anything? Also, you notice the background's changed? That's right, when I come back from my trip, we're going to redo the studio. Might even bring back the old green screen. And did you notice in the last segment the volume of my hair? I'm trying a new product and my hair has more volume than the crypto market. Axel Life Aquatic says, what the fuck is this party for? What win? This is getting stupid. Okay, look, I'm going to say it so the rest of you don't have to, so I'll take the heat and I got your backs. I'm not being jaded or tinfoil hatting, but what if? What if they're doing this party at the end of the month to help create all this action and hopium and mystery to drive up the price as much as they can, only to dump another billy on the market like they do every month on the first? Wouldn't that be gross and sick if that was the point? 1965 Malayer says, is there any way we can get Deaton to directly call up by name these BS influencers, ask them to stop what they're doing? If not, we should call them out directly. I am calling them out directly. You're welcome to call them out directly in the comments below, and I'll share it, and maybe we'll roast some of them tool bags on the next video. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the IPO settlement video. I will have it linked at the end. But great comments coming from y'all. Bitcoin sitting at 25,990 ETH, 1638. XRP sitting at 50.5 cents with XLM and XDC. Well, we'll talk about more of them in depth later. Bitcoin price settles following the SEC spot Bitcoin ETF delay. Look, a lot of you out there are like, we don't care about the SEC. That's a US thing. The USDC does have zero power over crypto. Really? Then why is it when we look at the crypto market and they delayed the SEC, right? The SEC delayed their ETF action. The whole market went, pfft. Yeah, the SEC has that much power because there's that much money in the United States that can blow crypto up. And a lot of countries take cues from the US SEC. So this isn't me being US centric. This is me telling you that every time, oh, I've got charts up on the screen. Torres pump that has to do with what? Oh, it's US SEC action. This pump right here that declined. Oh, that's right. SEC ETF delay. You see what I'm saying? The SEC has massive power. Now, I don't agree with it and I don't like it because I know a lot of you, about half of you, are outside of the US. And you're like, dude, this is bullshit that the SEC has that much effect on our investments. And I agree with you. I'm just showing you the truth, though. Now, what I wanted to bring out was this. The correction came following midway gains driven by positive regulatory news, which caused Bitcoin to experience a remarkable 8% surge, hitting over 28,000. But the coin failed to break 30,000 and has since cooled off. Why? Because of the SEC's delay regarding their grayscale Bitcoin conversion. Now, there are new dates, and I've got them right here on the yellow pad, okay? The ETF, the new deadlines for the SEC's ETF, so if you're looking for some pump action, are 5 rulings are set to be scheduled on the 17th of October, and 2 of them set on the 19th of October regarding Bitcoin ETFs. Argo blockchain reduces debt and overall cost. Revenue takes a hit. I want to bring this up because, again, we go back to expectation and reality, and we're also going to go with the whiteboard. You got 10,000 right now. Are you spending it on XDC or XLM? Or are you just not spending it on either of those two? Let me know in the comments below. But the reason I bring this up has to do with companies that publicly report their data. They publicly report expectations, and if they don't meet their expectation, their price goes down. Now, the problem we have in crypto is you got a whole bunch of influencers out there, shillers, whatever the hell you want to call them, that call for all these moon things. XRP is going to get 40,000. XLM's going to hit several hundred. We're going to move trillions on Stellar's chain. And look what happens. When we don't reach that, right, those high expectations, boom, the price just sucks balls. That's what even Deaton was saying. Deaton was saying, look, the SEC is not going to approve Ripple's IPO. They're trying to shut down primary sales permanently. Permanently, they're trying to shut it down, which would mean no more XRP going to the market. Oh, shit. He's also talking about, guess what? No, they're not going to be doing a settlement. They're trying to just totally shut them down. So you've got Deaton out there saying, look, expectations are too high, they need to be reined in. But let's read this. This will give you an idea of what companies, real companies that make money, what their expectations looking like. As reported by London Southeast, Argo's blockchain pre-tax loss for the first 6 months of 2023 equaled 18.6 million, 61 less than the 47.9. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Another major improvement is the debt reduction from 143 million in the first half of 2022 to 75 million at the end of June this year. So now they're reducing debt. See, these companies are telling you what they do sales-wise, what they're doing with their debt, what they're doing to expand, what they're doing to grow, and they're doing it with real data. Unlike the crypto companies we're seeing. And see, this is another publicly reported company. The crypto miner also trimmed operating costs and expenses by 33%, while non-mining operation costs fell by 21%. Revenue, though, failed to go up. Why? Because of poor Bitcoin prices, okay? So again, these companies are giving you detailed information, detailed expectations that aren't unrealistic. They're not, oh, we're going to the moon, we're not doing this shit. No, realistic stuff. That's what we need more from these crypto companies, but I doubt you're going to get it. Why? Because they're living in this illusion, and it's disgusting. It's totally disgusting, and I know you're getting fed up with it because I keep reading your comments. Seriously, you go down these, there are tons of them. Joe Kindle, rumors equal pump, pump equals money, the whales are prime for the 29th, take profits. Yeah, take profits on the 29th because there isn't going to be a settlement or IPO news, but I bet you a lot of channels are going to pump it. Oh, Face name tag says, so much for covering that third crypto XDC. Boom, I got XDC info right here up on the screen, along with some juicy details. See, I cover it, but there just isn't news every day on XDC. But let's start talking about price. All right, XLM right now. We, right now, are above the Torres pump. Hey, SEC news from the US that affects the whole crypto market. Holy shit, everyone. So maybe you do have to be USA-centric because that's the news moving the market. It's not like Turkish adoption up by 50% in crypto made crypto boom today. No, by the way, that was a story I did earlier. I'll share that with you at the end. My point is this. XLM is up on Torres action, but since the pump, it's just kind of slowly moving its way on down. At the end of this month, you're going to have Meridian news somewhere right around, hold on, I'll move it over, somewhere right around right here. Now, what are we thinking is going to happen around Meridian? Maybe a little bit of smart contract, a little Sorban action. Would that pump the price? Probably not, because we already know about it. And they've been taking a whole freaking year to do this, right? And in crypto, shit needs to move fast. Over-promising and under-delivering, right? I mean, that's kind of the theme right now. So price-wise, regarding XLM, look for not much action unless you get some hopium pumpers around Meridian. But XLM, Stellar, does not have the same community that Ripple Labs and XRP has. That's why you notice those pumps regarding XLM just aren't the same. The good news is, though, is XLM, yes, is holding the Torres pump still. But as I zoom out, you can see, yeah, that doesn't look good. Support is falling. And in fact, there was a whole bunch of volume here right at that part when Torres pump action. Oh, Jesus Christ, Klaus. More SEC action, meaning SEC news, US news, pumps the price of crypto. Holy shit. Volume of the hair is pretty rocking, though. The volume of my hair is definitely higher than XLM's volume. Like, legit, man. But you can see since then, volume has fallen down. I did an in-depth video yesterday regarding XLM on a whole bunch of metrics that aren't looking good. Builders aren't happy. Devs aren't happy. You're not happy. But some people are happy, you know, kind of defending poor performance. But that makes no sense. XLM, though, needs to do something serious or else they risk becoming irrelevant. Now, look at what we just talked about with XLM. Now let's apply it to XDC. Check this out. XDC, wait a minute. They had a huge candlestick on some Torres action. Oh my God, it happened a little later. Yes, we saw it. It happened a little later. And it started slower too. All right. It started about a day or two after, and then it really started ramping up. So it wasn't directly related to Torres. Directly, and I mean time frame wise, right? It wasn't one-to-one lockstep with the Torres time. But I had a pump and a retracement, pump and a retracement. What's interesting though, is look at how much higher XDC has held onto their value. I had a phone call with one of you 2 days ago with Virtual. And you guys have seen Virtual in the chats. You've also seen him in the live streams. But I had a conversation with Virtual, and he was like, you know what? One of the cool things about XDC is they're holding its value. It seems like a good place to park your money to ride out all this crypto bullshit. And I was like, you know what? That's a pretty legit statement. That's why I wanted to ask. You got 10K to park it. Where would you park it right now? Would you park it in XLM where the community just seems to be fading away, falling away? Like, and they're not ever trending. Like, they're like never trending. In fact, Stellar did an announcement, and the majority of the comments are like, great, nothing burger. Even some of the comments out there were like, yo, you're going to announce that regs are getting better. Yeah, you're right. Stellar has the inside track with the fucking SEC. Jesus Christ, people, get a grip. But Virtual had a good point. He's like, look, when you look at XDC, they're holding on to the post-Torres movement action right here. And again, not lockstep, but they're holding on to it better. They're holding on to these moves better. Look at this. This is the ETF delay pump right here, okay? Look at that. They've held onto that about 50% of those gains. They've held onto it. Where XLM, look at this. When they had the pump, they've already erased it. So you're definitely seeing some resiliency here with XDC. Now, a lot of us are attributing this resilience of XDC to this right here. And as always, any article you see in this video, along with my other ones, will be linked in the description below. I can feel my hair bouncing, by the way. New hair product, just throwing it out there. It's because XDC is not listed on as many exchanges, which means it's probably what? It's not as susceptible to bot trading, not as susceptible to wash trading, not as susceptible to market manipulation as like you see with all these other ones. XLM, XRP, if you look at where they're trading, you're going to find some funky ass exchange out there you ain't ever heard of and that I guarantee you are shady AF. Guarantee you. But you don't see that with XDC. In fact, here's what I did on this chart. I took XDC volume. And by the way, I told you, so much for covering that third crypto XDC. Come on, man. Give me a break, dude. It's Sunday. By the way, hit the subscribe button for knowing that even on Sunday, late on Sunday, I'm bringing you a video. It's because I love you guys and gals. But check it out. Filtered by volume. Biggest pairing right now is from Huobi. XDC USDT at 8.8 million in the last 24 hours. That accounts for 74% of the entire XDC volume. Next is Bitrue with, again, another USDT pairing. Gate.io, another USDT. And then you got XDC ETH at Mercadex. Okay, but we're not going to count that one. We'll go back to Qcoin with another USDT pairing. See, USDT. Very interesting, isn't it? So there's less manipulation of price by bots. There's less wash trading happening. There's less dumpage of XDC that you see compared to XLM and XRP. Ooh, hey, that rhymed. That was pretty cool. So that's why I asked you the question on the whiteboard. You got 10 grand. Are you putting it on XLM or XDC, or are you getting the X out of here? Let me know in the comments below. And come on, admit it. How many of you wanted me to go back to big screen so I could show you just the volume of the hair? But seriously, I'm really starting to wonder what this whole crypto market is made of. Is it made of just too much over-promising and under-delivering? When we look at the results of these publicly traded companies, so whether they're publicly traded in Europe somewhere, United States, Canada, whatever the case may be, these publicly traded companies have very, very strict guidelines on what they can say, and their investors hold them to it. So for instance, when Argo has like bad results, what do you think happens to their price? When Argo has results that meet expectations, what do you think happens to the price? It goes sideways, right? When they beat their expectations, what happens? Price goes up. What are you getting expectation-wise from Ripple Labs, Stellar Development Foundation, all your other favorite cryptos out there? Problem is you're not getting much directly from them. You're getting it from channels out there that are telling you, oh my God, XRP is going to be backed by gold. Stellar is going to move trillions. And that's the problem. It's not coming from these companies, and that's what these companies need to start doing. They need to start sharing actual expectations, actual results in order to gain your trust back. And you're like, well, Klaus, what do you mean by gaining the trust back? Have you noticed that the volume of crypto is just completely shit right now? I'm not going to make another hair joke, but seriously, have you noticed that? Have you noticed, though, the volume of, I don't know, other companies out there, Nvidia and all that, have been blowing through the roof? Because those companies are sharing realistic expectations and they're exceeding those expectations. XRP party. You're right. What the hell is Ripple Labs? What are we celebrating? That would seriously be like me in like a 4-lap race celebrating at the end of lap 1 going, yeah, I'm in first place. And then in lap 2, I'm like, and then everyone's just blowing around me. We're not celebrating an IPO. We're not celebrating a settlement. Even Deaton's like, that's dumb as shit. And that's my point. Expectation versus reality. Virtual had a really good point regarding XDC as a store of value during this bear market. That was seriously a very good observation. That's why I got the whiteboard question on there. That's why I'm building this channel around you and your comments, because you are doing and thinking exactly what all of us are. This is messed up and we need to fix this. So how do we fix this? Let's start calling them out more aggressively on this channel, and to do so, I'll need your help by calling out people down below. Let's also do this. Let's share a video regarding XLM, overpromising and under-delivering, and let's also share about XRP Ripple Labs IPO settlement BS. Yeah, it's totally BS. Deaton even debunked it. So if you're going to give me shit, I hope you give Deaton shit too, you simpers. Not you, the other bad ones. What am I doing today? Icing my hammies along with my balls because they're so closely located. You cool cats, though, have a great rest of your day.